Hello everybody and welcome to Cosplaying Around. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about, well, puppets. We're all a little familiar with puppets. I think everybody has some kind of a puppet that they're a little bit affectionate towards. For me, it was Jim Henson. And I don't even mean the Muppets. I have no ill will against the Muppets and I enjoy them just like anybody else should. But I really have to say that for me, it lies in the Dark Crystal and Labyrinth. I loved the Dark Crystal as a child, which is kind of funny because it's kind of long and isn't the most thrilling tale for a young girl to enjoy, but absolutely adored the Gelflings and the Skeksis and the Elders and everything. And it's just beautiful. So, I wanted to kind of explore a little bit into this because there are some cosplay opportunities that center around puppets. This isn't necessarily something that's too mainstream. You don't see a whole lot of puppet-based cosplay. And what I mean by this is a cosplay that is centered around the puppet. You do see people walking around conventions with puppets specifically, but they themselves are not cosplaying. They're just puppeteering. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. That's still really cool. What I'm talking about specifically is a cosplay that does not work without the puppet. Or it can work independently from it, but the puppet adds a lot to it. For instance, next year I am hoping to be working on a Haku puppet from Spirited Away. And when I say a Haku puppet, I mean a very large, as close to life size and still functional puppet that I can make. This is going to be a huge project. I'm not completely sure how I'm going to go about it, but I got time. I'll be dressing as Chihiro, and probably have a few other Spirited Away or at least Studio Ghibli themed costumes for my cohorts to wear, because I will definitely need a spotter for such a large puppet. So I feel like that is a pretty good example of what I'm kind of thinking of here. Something else would be a Pokemon trainer, breeder, gym leader, Team Rocket. You don't need the Pokemon to get across what you are trying to convey. And by all means, if you want one, you can just carry around a plush. But there were some trainer cosplayers, I think it was earlier this year, and I cannot for the life of me remember what convention it was. But they all had these really cool Pokemon puppets, and it was just fantastic. They walked around, they turned their little heads and opened their mouths, and they were so cute. And it just added so much to it that wasn't there before. This is something I'm talking about because for the next month or so, next couple of months, I'm going to be working on Audrey 2 from Little Shop of Horrors. Now this is a little bit different than some of the stuff I've done. This isn't meant to go to a convention and hang out. This isn't going to be something that's meant to be taken places. This is actually for a theater production. And I will be sharing that with all of y'all. There's going to be a couple extra things here and there, but I'm going to be pretty busy with this particular project. Almost all of my time that I can possibly devote to it is being devoted to this project. Next week I hope to be able to show some progress of that with you. So I will see you guys next week here at the Culture Cache.